Recording. Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll call the meeting to order.
Be it resolved that the regular meeting of Council of the Corporation of the Township of Assiginack be open for business at 7 p.m. with a quorum of members present and with Mayor Reed presiding in the chair.
As a mover and seconder. Wayne Davis. We would like to begin. Oh, sorry. All in favor? We would like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered on the traditional lands of the Three Fires Confederacy, the Ojibwe, Odawa, and Potawatomi peoples of Mintiminsin. We recognize and deeply appreciate the stewardship and historic connection to this place, and recognize that we must do more to learn about its rich history so that we will better understand our role as residents, neighbors, partners, and caretakers. Agenda.
Be it resolved that we approve the agenda as presented.
1 second.
I don't see, there were some emails that went last week and I'd like to know.
They'll be
if they
dealt
can
with.
added
That'll be
to
done.
information items. Okay, so, moving forward, can we maybe discuss at some point in time emails that are sent, if we can include them in information items? Since it is discussion amongst councillors.
It depends on subject matter and where it's going to go on the agenda.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, mover and seconder then, Rob and Wayne. All those in favor? Carry. Announcements? Everybody? Did I miss something? Yes, we are those evening service people. This, I remind you, if you have a disclosure of pecuniary interest, you may disclose it now or at the time it arises and general nature thereof. Rob.
I have a conflict to declare on the closed session. It will be the first one only, shoreline allowance encroachments.
Thank you.
I have an announcement.
Yes,
This Thursday is the school barbecue at Assiginack Public School. It is open to community members. And you can find details on their Facebook page, or you can even call the school at 705-368-7010 for details, and all are welcome. It's a great opportunity to see what's happening in our areas.
I'd also like to send out congratulations to the Agriculture Society on a fantastic and very successful fall fair. And remind everybody next year is their 150th, so let's all step up and help them have a great fair. I've been asked to announce that drop-in pickleball is on Tuesday from 4 to 6, and they're looking for more members to go and play.
Tuesday, 4 to 6 at the arena.
Yeah, at the arena. Also, that our new loader is here, I'd like to, everybody should know that, and I think TJ is quite happy with it, so. Yeah, that's good.
That was quick.
Okay. So adoption minutes then.
Be it resolved that we adopt the minutes of the meeting of the regular council meeting of August 19th, 2025.
And mover and seconder, Robin Dennis. Any questions or discussion on those minutes? Seeing none, all those in favor? That's carried. We have nominations tonight. And we have one report on property standards and policy evaluation. Who wants to go with it?
Please.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the report that you have is to propose separating out the old property standards bylaw and to add a clean yards bylaw. Between those two, the clean yards is more about, lawns and that sort of, like vegetation around the areas. And the other one is more about the building code. Then the other, proposal is to have a policy for, municipal standards. The idea to be transparent and to have fairness between public and private. That your public works is looking after public is the same as we expect public to. So it's to propose having a policy in place that would, our public works superintendent would be advising on that schedule, and it's public information with the policies, so it's very transparent. The other is to have a vacant and derelict building bylaw. And this one, there's certain buildings in the community that, by law has identified that, there's buildings that are falling apart, so this would address that. And it also proposes, basically incentive for development. There'll be a portion of that in that as well.
So what would be new for, say, the buildings that are falling apart? What would be new to this bylaw that we don't already have in place?
The incentive portion of it, that is a way of, encouraging people to develop their properties, and it would be a 3-stage, basically, with like a 10%, maybe 15. I haven't actually drafted exactly how that portion will be as of yet. It's more a proposal at this point to, investigate looking at doing that. I have seen some bylaws that have done that. Other cities where with the vacant portion, and in cities where you have problems with vermin, you have problems with, squatters going into properties, so it forces them to make it a safe environment. That they have to board windows, railings, any kind of thing that is unsafe with the building itself, that they have to make it to a standard that, they're not gonna have people breaking out for fires and that sort of thing.
So you're gonna come up with a bylaw and then we'll review it? Okay.
Yes.
Any other questions on that? We have a motion for that?
There is, as, be it resolved that council approves the adoption of a separate property standards bylaw, clean yards bylaw, vacant derelict building bylaw, and a municipal lot maintenance policy, and have staff present drafts at a future council meeting.
I'd make that motion.
Okay.
Don't,
I had a question. Unfortunately, you didn't notice that. I had questions. My
I
question.
just need a seconder first of all, and then we'll discuss it.
Okay.
We had the adoption of the development of bylaws for council approval.
Yeah, it's the development,
Instead of,
right?
rather than, we're not adopting the bylaws, we're adopting the development of the bylaw.
Correct.
For future acceptance.
You second that, right?
Sure.
Is that
On
what you're-
that,
Okay.
second.
Okay,
How long will it take to develop these separate bylaws?
It depends on scheduling of other, priorities.
So let the old man try to answer that. Our plan is to have it in place with lots of public notification before next spring. So ideally, we're gonna do it, you're gonna approve it, we're gonna set it up and advertise it before the snow is gone in the spring.
Okay.
any other questions on what we're proposing here? No? All those in favor then? Carried. We have some action required items.
Be it resolved that the council of the Township of Assiginack are in support of the Township of Woolbridge regarding opposing strong mayor powers, and that the province of Ontario strongly listen to the concerns addressed by APAL and OMCTO. And so the impact strong mayor powers is having on public administration.
Do we have a mover? Okay.
Yes, but didn't we also have a motion on this in the past?
Yes,
Yeah,
Same thing.
we've had 2 or 3.
So,
Yeah, we're just
Just-
supporting
Yeah.
we just keep supporting
I do.
anybody that sends it in, yes.
so yeah, I'm
So yes,
going to do that.
Rod and Seconder. Fine. Any more questions on that? I think we have been all in favor of it, so all in favor? That's good.
Where similar concerns have been raised by Assiginack Fire Chief Dwayne Elliott, therefore be it resolved that the Council of Assiginack supports the Township of Luddenell, Windhoek, and Raglan, and formally requests the review of the mandatory firefighter certification requirements for volunteer fire departments. Further, this resolution be sent to the Solicitor General, Premier of Ontario, the Fire Marshal, AMO, MPP Bill Rosenberg, and all Ontario municipalities.
Did you want to speak to this?
I didn't have,
I'll just be one second. It's just move on a second. Dennis and Jen.
so we didn't have an open discussion regarding who were going to support it or not, Fire Chief. I would recommend not supporting it. Mandatory firefighter certification requires that all firefighters be certified in Ontario by July 1st, 2026, or complete a training session within 2 years of joining the fire department. This process began prior to 2022 with 2 different calls for grandfathering of firefighters. Grandfathering was completed by submitting departmental records indicating that regular training had occurred and was completed by each of the firefighters applying for grandfathering. Assiginack was able to grandfather 5 firefighters. Certification provides a resource to track training and meet our requirements under the occupational health and safety to have our employees properly trained. I would urge each municipality considering a resolution to support, or I would urge each municipality considering a resolution to support this opposition of the provincial mandatory firefighter certification to reach out to their field advisors from the Ontario Fire Marshal's office to get clarification on the process and assist in with the acknowledged academic standards and evaluation department of the OFM. There are 4 different ways of becoming certified, and there are resources available to help each municipality comply. I do believe many departments will not meet the July 1st deadline. I do believe that our department will have difficulty meeting that requirement. But I also do believe that having a standard for training is important for the safety of our firefighters and the safety of our community. My recommendation would be to ask for an extension of the deadline, but not support the opposition of it.
I'd be willing to support that motion. That makes perfect sense to me.
Okay, well, we can,
How many, you said 5 are certified grandfathers?
We have 5,
How many in total, Dwayne?
we have 14 on the department.
So that would be 9 that wouldn't be done in time for that date.
That's right.
Okay.
But one of the problems that they say that by that date, if a firefighter's been on the department for 2 years and have not reached certification, that they're not supposed to be a firefighter after that date. So there's going to be a little bit of pushback against the OFM, and I think politically through some of these resources. But there are resources available to us, and the OFM does seem quite eager to help us meet the requirements. So like I said, we will meet a requirement to be certified as a fire department. We won't have 100% of our firefighters certified by that date. We have reached out to the OFM. There are, like I said, there's 4 different ways of being certified. 2 of those we might be able to hold locally as training opportunities for all municipal or all the fire departments on the island. But there are options available. So I would note to say that they want to oppose it and not participate in it at all. I don't think is a route that we would be eager in following.
okay, so I'm going to deal with this motion first. And then you can introduce your motion that we not support this, but that we push for,
Yes.
was it a longer date?
Yeah.
Okay,
Extension.
yeah, okay, so all those in favor of this motion that we support this then? All those opposed? That is defeated. Okay. Now, did you want to word that again so that Stasia can get it?
My recommendation would be to ask for an extension of the deadline for the mandatory certification, but not to oppose them. So however you want to do it.
Would you have a recommendation in terms of how long of an extension you'd like to see? 1 year?
1 year.
Okay.
Since this all started in before 2022, the OFM has really done a push and put a lot of resources into it in the last year and a half or so. Whereas there's a few years where it was just, oh, it's gonna go away, everybody just turned a blind eye to it. Now the OFM is more of a push, more resources. I think we should be able to meet a lot of the requirements, but I do believe a 1 year extension would be.
For 1 year, so we ask for a 1 year extension.
Can I make a suggestion that we put a statement of rationale on that as well, clarifying why we're asking for the extension?
Right. You can.
Sure.
Use Dwayne's note.
Do you want to bring it back at another meeting? Or is she gonna be able to write it?
Do you want to bring it back? Yeah, I think, is that okay?
I'm fine.
We don't have a seconder, so we can just hold off until next meeting and you can put something together with Stasia for next meeting.
Yeah,
Okay?
This way, we're also defending all the other fire departments and communities that may not be able to come into the process.
Yeah, but just the one was defeated, so we will come back with that at our next meeting then. Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Yeah. And put on that. Okay. Cool. Terry Fox, Foundation Correspondence.
We resolve that the Terry Fox Foundation correspondence is accepted as information.
Okay, one second here. Okay, Dwayne and Rob. Finished up information, it's passed now, so. Okay, we have no bylaws, so we'll move into our closed session.